Hello, I'm Justin Porter. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the 3rd of December 2023. My beautiful wife Nicole has just gone out witnessing. It's Sunday. They're doing rural witnessing. So the fence here, they're going over to the mountains. Over this fence says, well, kangaroos and mountains. They're going over there. Witnessing as mountains and that, and they'll be Sunday witnessing, and they're having lunch, and it's a congregation field service group on a Sunday. They usually have field service on Saturday, and they also here have their Saturday Watchtower study on a Saturday, but today they're going Sunday. She's going group Sunday witnessing with the whole group. Now, yesterday, I was in the kitchen. The kitchen's just there behind there. I was in the kitchen looking out here, having my lunch, and a brown snake. I saw a brown snake about there, and I ran upstairs to get my phone to take a film of it. And when I got down, he was here on the cement. The snake was here on the cement, and he went over here, under here. He went here where the back door is. He went here. He was just there where my foot is, and he was about 2 foot long. That's how long the snake was. He was about 2 foot long. Brown snakes can get easily over 3 feet long, 3-4 feet long, or about a metre. They can get over a metre. So he wasn't a real big one. He was about 2 foot long, and the colour is the same colour as the mulch. If you see the garden mulch there in the back garden, the same colour, the snake is the same colour as the mulch, like a golden beige colour. So I don't know why they call them brown snakes. They should call them golden snakes, but they're one of Australia's most dangerous snakes. Not the most dangerous, but brown snakes are responsible for most deaths from snake bite in Australia are caused by brown snakes. So the majority of deaths in Australia are caused by brown snakes, and you get them all over Australia. Now here is the hole. I discovered this morning that is the hole of the brown snake. He was at the back door, just outside our kitchen, and that's the hole the brown snake leaves. That's the hole. If I see him again, I'll film him. I'll do a short little film if I see him again. But every time I get my phone and camera, I miss him. He's, oh, you're not going to film me. But that's the hole. And he's probably a little bit thicker than a thumb. I wouldn't put my thumb down there. I was going to pour down bleach down there or something. But Nikki said, oh no, because they're endangered species, brown snakes. You can get in trouble for killing them, because they do keep the rodents down. Now, what I want to talk about today is the invasion of the love bombers. Now, Nikki's gone out love bombing, out witnessing, and this is the book. This is the new book that Jehovah's Witnesses have got. It's not a book, it's called Love People, Make Disciples. And this is like a manual, and it sort of shows you, it's got one chapter, Take an Interest in Others, naturalness, right? Number 3, show kindness to the whole householder, humility to the householder, because you're love bombing them, and you're trying to recruit them to be a Watchtower slave. Tact, chapter 5, you need tact if you want to make a householder into a Watchtower slave. You've got 6 for boldness, you've got to be bold. Perseverance, you've got to persevere with your return visits. Patience, you've got to be patient with them. You've got to show empathy towards them if they've lost their family member in death, their loved one in death. You've got to show empathy and tact. So you can't say, oh, my cat died and I got over it. My cat died 6 weeks ago and I'm gradually getting over it. You'll get over the death of your mother or your child. No, that's very tactless. Now, chapter 8's on patience. So chapter 7 was on tact. Commitment, you're going to be committed to the Watchtower, fully committed. You're not committed to the Watchtower, you're very spiritually weak, so committed to the Watchtower. Simplicity, use simplicity, don't use fancy words. Courage, you've got to be courage. Knocking on a stranger's door on a Sunday morning at 9 o'clock and basically telling them that their religion's wrong and only Jehovah's Witnesses have the truth takes courage. And truth we love to teach. The future, the family, God, suffering, death, religion, prayer, Jesus, God's kingdom. Should you end the conversation? Should you end the conversation? How to comfort Bible studies using Enjoy Life Forever. In the back of the book. So I call it the Love Bombers Manual. Love people. Imagine if you hear a knock on the door, and you answer the door and there's all those people, all those love bombers. Oh no, I really need some love bombing today. The love bombers are here. And there's all different types of people there willing to love bomb you. And but if you ever question the religion like me, they will shun you. So that's enough of that. So in the back garden here, I'll show you 8 flats. Like the flats are just, those you see behind me, they're just brick flats. And the rent's gone up too, $400 a week. It was $360 a week. It was $360 a week, and now it's gone up to $400 a week. So all the pension, basically my whole pension goes in rent, our pensions, because I'm on a carer's pension looking after Nikki, and the whole thing goes in rent. So I do window cleaning just to eat. So I just do. And I never ask for money. I don't have a Patreon. I do these videos for free because I work. I do window cleaning and I don't need your money because I earn my own money and I'm on a pension. So I'm scraping by. And also I wanted to say 2023, the whole entire year, no marijuana, no alcohol. This year, 100% sober. Last time I had marijuana was the 6th of August, 2022, which was 16 months ago. And the last time I had alcohol was the 8th of December, 2022. So this year, the whole year, has been weed and alcohol free. So alcohol and weed free. Here in Australia, marijuana is illegal. It's illegal. They won't lock you up in jail for it. If you grow it, they will, but if you just possess it, they'll just fine you, Talking about fines, I got a speeding fine the other day. I was doing 67 kilometres in a 60 zone, and I got fined $287. $287 for going 67 in a 60 zone. Here in Australia, they have speed cameras everywhere. There's speed cameras everywhere in Australia, Lovely garden. It's probably nicer than looking at my face. Oh, I could tell you this way. No. This way. Look, you get the garden and my face. Yeah, that's better. Look, you get best of both worlds, the garden. But I'm just scared of that snake. As long as you can hear my voice, he won't come out. So, yeah. So, I think they should legalise marijuana. I do believe marijuana has a dark side. It can make you lazy. It can take you away your ambition to achieve things in life. I started smoking marijuana in 1978 when I was 17, and I was having it nearly every day, and it took away my ambition. This is when I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, of course. I became a Jehovah's Witness at the age of 35. I got baptised at the age of 35 in 1996. They first love bombed me at the door in 1988. I was 27 and I fell for the love bombing, but I smoked marijuana heavily from 1978 when I was 17, and I gave it up in 1991, the day before I turned 30. Yeah, 1991 was the year I turned 30, and I gave it up the day before I turned 30. And then I didn't have marijuana again until 28 and a half years later. 28 and a half years later, in November 2019, I started taking marijuana again, because I'd left the witnesses and I started having marijuana. But it was making me anxious, it was making me lazy, and it was making me, anxious, lazy. And I'm not against marijuana. I think they should legalise it. And if they do ever legalise marijuana in Australia, I'll go to the shop and buy some and celebrate and have some. But I just got sick of dealers. And my wife, Nicole, of course, is a Jehovah's Witness. And she said, when she discovered I was smoking marijuana, she said, the dog has returned to its vomit. My wife said to me, the dog has returned to its vomit, because I used to smoke marijuana when I was worldly, and now I'm smoking it again as an ex-Jehovah's Witness, so I gave it up. And a lot of drug dealers that I was getting off weren't really my friends, they were just using me. And so what happened, I gave it up on the 6th of August. And she says, I don't want you smoking it. She goes, I don't like you smoking it, just make it into a tea. So I would get a pinch of good head, boil it for about 35 minutes on low boil, let it cool down, drink it as a cup of tea, and put coconut oil in it, and it would last me it would take 1.5 hours to hit me, and then the drug would last for about 4 to 8 hours, and there's no way I could drive a car. No way on earth I could drive a car under the influence of it. When you drink it, it lasts for about 4 to 8 hours. When you smoke it, it lasts 3 to 4 hours. So I'm not endorsing marijuana. I think it does have a dark side. Marijuana does have a dark side. And I had to give it up because the only time I ever felt happy was when I was stoned. This is as an ex-Jehovah's Witness in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, I gave it up. 2023, I've had zero. Alcohol, zero. But I must admit that the marijuana helped me give up alcohol, because when I was Jehovah's Witness, I was a closet alcoholic. So I hid my alcoholism from the elders and everyone else. I never told anyone, and Jehovah never dobbed me in to the elders. Jehovah never dobbed me into the elders, Make sure, he never dobbed me into the elders. So, I was a closet alcoholic from 2001 at the age of 40, and I stopped being an alcoholic in 2018 when and then marijuana came, and become a pothead. And I thought, no. And I thought, how am I supposed to help my wife see the silliness of the Watchtower organisation if I'm smoking marijuana? I need to be sober. I have to be sober. Fair enough, I gave up alcohol, but don't substitute alcohol for marijuana. And if you're trying to give up marijuana, which I strongly suggest, if it's getting no fun anymore and the only time you can be happy is when you're on marijuana, it's time to give up marijuana, but don't substitute it for alcohol. Don't substitute one drug for another. It's a bit like religion. If you're leaving a religious cult, don't substitute your religious cult that you've left for another religious cult, because Jehovah's Witnesses aren't the only religious cults out there. There's many more religious cults out there. And so that's all I want to say, really. And so it's the 3rd of December 2023. nearly another year has come to an end. And yeah, so beware of the love bombers. Beware the invasion of the love bombers, you know. So I think I've said enough. It's a lovely day. My wife's out witnessing over the fence there. When you look out my bedroom window and you see the kangaroos, that's upstairs, I'm downstairs. So downstairs, this is what you see. But there's bushland behind that fence. It's all bushland. There's no people out there. It's just bushland and kangaroos. So no wonder we get snakes. I've seen, since we've been here not even 2 years, and I've seen 3 brown snakes. So you have to be careful of them. And I think that's about it. Thanks for watching my video, and like, subscribe and comment. And when the shunning stops, the videos stop. Watchtower has murdered us, and we are speaking beyond the grave, and this is the only way we can get our voice heard, by making videos. So when the shunning stops, the apostate videos will stop. So, yeah, Watchtower has murdered us, we're speaking beyond the grave. Yeah, thank you very much.